I'd like to introduce a true gem of the program. It's his 4th year with Academic Connections, and he is our resident dean. Please welcome Marciano Perez.
Hello again, and welcome to the closing ceremonies for Academic Connection 2010. Well, it seems just like yesterday that we sat here, well, I guess in the other ballroom, together on move-in day, and I expressed to you our residential life goals and mission. Well, 3 weeks have come and gone, and I'm happy to say that they made it, we made it, a little exhausted, but we're here. It's been our hope that your students will talk about their Academic Connections experience, not only in terms of academic preparation, but also the positive residential experience that they were able to experience firsthand. The resident advisors planned and executed many programs over the last 3 weeks to enhance the academic mission of the program, and also provided your students social outlets for them to build community. From dances to talent shows, YouTube karaoke to the Harry Potter Quidditch match, educational suite meetings around issues of social justice and diversity, the Despicable Me movie trip, the Padres game, beach trips, and bonfires. Your students have had many wonderful opportunities to grow and experience all that UCSD and the greater San Diego community has to offer. We asked them to explore issues of identity in the context of building community and encourage them to learn and grow from one another. It was indeed an honor and a privilege for us to serve and educate your students. Many new friendships and long-lasting relationships have been formed. We encourage you to take some time to talk to them about their Academic Connections residential experience and listen to all the wonderful memories that they will be taking with them. The homesickness is past, and many probably don't even want to leave. All of these are signs of the positive residential experience that they came to embrace, and some might even argue that they came to love. I certainly could not have done this work without the help of some very important people. First, I want to acknowledge Michelle Lee, our Assistant Resident Dean, for her time and creativity and support to both students and staff during this program. And let's not forget the numerous hours that she spent sitting in the emergency room, waiting for students. But the true backbone of the residential program are the resident advisors of the RAs. They have planned, organized, and implemented over 130 programs in the last 3 weeks. Each of them has helped to ensure not only the safety and security of your residents, but also they've been responsible for some personal growth and development that you might notice in some of your students. So in closing, I again want to say thank you for trusting us with your students over the course of the last 3 weeks. We hope you'll find your students to be a little smarter, a lot wiser, and even happier since having attended Academic Connections 2010. Thank you.
The Director of Academic Connections and the K through 16 Programs Department at UCSD Extension, Dr. Edward Abeda.
Well, we have thanked a lot of people, but I got to tell you, there's a lot of thought and a lot of support and a lot of encouragement to make a program in which you can connect some of the most brilliant researchers, PhDs, and some of our greatest faculty at the University of California, connecting and imparting that knowledge into the most amazing minds that we have in our students. It takes a lot of work and a lot of support, and fortunately, there's a lot of individuals that have helped me shape this program and will continue to shape this program. Behind me, I want to acknowledge a couple folks that have come and joined us today. First of all, Deputy Chancellor David T. Miller from UCLA. Talks about Timothy Borge from admissions, and also we have financial aid and Klein and Yvonne here to join us and answer your questions after our session today. I also want to acknowledge the YCG Institute. This is a new technology working with young adults and adults. It is the ultimate life tool. They're a sponsor for us, and I welcome her in supporting us as well, Dr. Zakela and also Dr. Zach. I also want to acknowledge some other individuals who are here and taking a lead in diversity. Dr. Tony Jackson as well, coming down from LA. Thank you. And also now I'd like to actually have two individuals stand as we move to the next slide, where we actually acknowledge the first endowment that is started for students to Academic Connections K through 16 programs. The force behind it, Darcy Bingham, and also the first seed gift of $30,000, Kathy Watson. For those of you looking at the screen, I was instructed when I wanted to move forward with an endowment, and Darcy said, "You're not going to name it after me or anyone else. The kids have to name it." So as a result, our kids named it The Places You Will Go after Dr. Seuss. So thank you so much for your support and also your ongoing mentorship. You are both amazing individuals. Lastly, I want to acknowledge one individual. This is the 10th year. 10 years this individual has been working with UCSD. He's a UCSD grad and is making a difference in our community that is getting accolades around the state to President Obama. In fact, I don't know a president in the last 4 years you have not been able to touch. This year, we're having taking this time to honor someone who's dedicated life not only for representing UCSD as an ambassador, but making a difference in our community. And I'd like to come to the stage, Christopher Yana. On behalf of the University of California, San Diego, for all your efforts in supporting K through 16, what you do in our community, and what you share and impart on the knowledge of individuals making a difference in all of us. Chris, thank you. Our keynote speaker, the Vice Chancellor of Scripps Institute of Oceanography, and a great leader and a great partner, started this year in reaching out beyond just our community into other areas around the state, Dr. Tony Heyman.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Tony Heyman, Director of the Scripps Institution of Oceanography, Vice Chancellor of Marine Sciences, and Dean of the Graduate School of Marine Sciences here at the University of California, San Diego. I know it's a little worrying that I'm what passes for the entertainment, but I promise to do my best. Welcome to the University of California, San Diego, and I do mean welcome. On behalf of Chancellor Mary Ann Fox and myself, it's my pleasure to welcome every single one of you to this campus. This is one of the 10 campuses administered by the Regents of the University of California for all of us. My message today for you, to the students, the parents, relatives, everyone, is that you belong here. This is your university. You may have noticed that there are no fences, no walls, no gates around this university. That's a statement that you and everyone are welcome here. You belong here, you're entitled to use it and treasure it, and someday, I hope, maybe nurture this great university. I know all the students enrolled in Academic Connections have learned about a broad variety of topics which you can see around the walls of this room. From the evolution of planets, to microbial oceanography, to economics and anthropology. You've learned about photography. Now I'm wishing I hadn't started this list. How to build musical instruments. And how to be better writers. But beyond academics, one thing I hope you have learned from us is that UC San Diego is a place where people of all types, from all places and backgrounds, even Australians like me, can come and learn and thrive. This is your university, and I hope you embrace that idea. For those of you whom I met personally during the last 3 weeks, I must say I'm very impressed. You've worked hard, you've soaked up as much of this experience as you could, and you've given back a whole lot more. Bravo. I thank you. You are smart, funny, and kind. You play a mean game of volleyball. For some of you in the talent show, my advice is keep studying.